Hey guys, it's Tyler Stroik of Universal Rackets, and today we're going to be working on the two different types of stances that you can hit in tennis. There are two different types. Number one is open stance, and number two is closed stance. Hey guys, it's Tyler Stroik of Universal Rackets, and today we're going to be talking about the different types of balls that you want to hit. Now, depending upon which position you are in the court determines which type of ball that you want to hit. If you're back in the court, that means you want to be playing with defense, and if you're all the way up in the court, that means you want to be playing with offense. Let me explain. If I am all the way up inside the court, this is where I want to be when I'm on offense. This is where you want to be all the time. The number one goal is to get to the net, but if you can be around here, this is a great place to be and win points when you're inside the court. Now, when you're behind the baseline though, that is where you don't want to be. This is where you are on defense. It is very hard to hit a winner back here, but what's the difference between back here and up here? The closer I get to the net, that means the less court I have to work with. Once again, the closer I get to the net, that means the less court that I have to work with. So what can I do all the way back at the baseline? Well, I can play with height. I can hit the ball harder. Why? Because I have more distance to play with, right? I can hit the ball way harder and the ball's going to go in rather than when I'm all the way up at the net and then that ball is going to go out, okay? Another thing, if you're playing really good players, unless you're Rafa Nadal or Medvedev, if you try to smash the ball back here, if you try to smash the ball as hard as you can, here we are, boom. If you try to blast and you're all the way back here and the opponent can get the ball back, they just tap it over here, you're never going to be able to get it, right? So if I try to blast the ball back to the baseline, you're playing someone that can hit the ball back, it's not worth it because again, your opponent can what? Just tap the ball right back on the other side. So instead of doing that, what you want to do when you're back at the baseline, you want to play, or behind the baseline, you want to play with height. If you play with height, it's going to be all right. This is the type of ball that you want to hit. Maybe, yes, or that dropped then I think, but because of the wind, right? Why? You want to hit that type of ball because what? Your opponent, when the ball's in the air, when the ball's high in the air, what can't your opponent do? What can't your opponent do when the ball's super high in the air? Your opponent can't touch the ball. So when the ball's in the air, that's going to allow you to recover back to the middle of the court and get into better position. Now, when we're all the way up here, too many players, they try to grip this racket as hard as hell and they end up missing the ball because they try to swing too hard. When I'm up here, I have to go low over the net. Also, I have less court to work with, so what does that mean? I have to play with more spin. If you can play with spin, you will be able to keep the ball in. So up here, you want to try to really brush the ball so you can get that ball to dive in the court. So I want you to notice something. Rewind and see the different types of two balls that I hit. The first one was what? Super high over net. The second one was super low over net when I was inside here. So I want you to think about it, okay? I want you to think that the net is double the height, right? So when I used to train with a line this high over the net, right? Whenever you're back behind the baseline, you're going to play over that line. Whenever you're up inside the baseline, whenever you're up in here, you're going to then play under the line. You're going to play low over the net so you can keep the ball in. Okay, so again, when you're back behind the baseline, you want to be playing with height. You want to be playing about 2 times over the net. And then when you're all the way up inside the baseline, you want to be going low over the net, playing with spin and trying to keep the ball in. Now, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, make sure if you're behind the baseline, you want to play with height, it'll be all right. When you're inside the baseline, you have less court to work with, and you want to be playing with more spin, and you want to be going low over the net. Have a good one, guys. Happy hitting. Make sure to check the link in my description for Instantly Improve My Serve and Instantly Improve My Forehand ebook. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Tennis with Tyler. Links in the description, and I'll see you guys next time on court.